Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It's a pleasure to be here. Ranking Member Brady, members of the committee. My name is John Herrmann. I'm a special counsel with Kelley, Drye, and Warren, and I appreciate the opportunity to appear before you today. I'd like to highlight three main issues. The first concerns the importance of ensuring that CBP and ICE have the personnel and resources they need to actively enforce our nation's trade laws. Unscrupulous exporters and certain U.S. importers are increasingly seeking to circumvent anti-dumping orders by making fraudulent declarations to CBP, including misreporting the product's country of origin, or by mischaracterizing the imported product so it's perceived not to fall within the coverage of an anti-dumping order. Just 2 weeks ago, a U.S. wire products executive testified before the International Trade Commission regarding Chinese producers engaged in the so-called carry trade. This involves a producer transporting merchandise to a third country that is not subject to an anti-dumping order and fraudulently relabeling and repacking the product with that third country as the country of origin in order to avoid anti-dumping duties. Regrettably, this behavior is widespread and affects numerous other domestic industries, including steel and metal products, chemicals, and agricultural products as well. To help slow this rampant and unchecked transshipment, CBP should consider collecting cash deposits on imported goods where there is reason to believe they are subject to an anti-dumping order. CBP can also help slow this behavior by making selective announcements that it is pursuing potential violations of the U.S. customs laws to deter firms that might otherwise be inclined to try to circumvent an order, and secondly, by sharing certain limited information with outside counsel under strict confidentiality limitations to enable outside counsel to assist in enforcement efforts. A second enforcement issue concerns CBP's collection of unpaid anti-dumping duty liabilities. CBP has acknowledged that it has assessed but failed to collect nearly $900 million in anti-dumping duties on imports of Chinese garlic, honey, mushrooms, and crawfish alone. A coalition of domestic producers, as well as the United States, have commenced litigation seeking to obtain payment of these liabilities. I encourage the committee to urge CBP to pursue all means for collecting appropriate anti-dumping duties to ensure domestic industries are obtaining the remedial benefits provided for by law. With products covered by unfair trade orders accounting for only 1% of U.S. imports, there are large volumes of fairly traded products we should be seeking to move rapidly into the stream of commerce. This leads to the second main issue, creating new benefits under CBP's voluntary public-private partnership programs to expand participation by existing members and attract new members. Many of these programs have been operational for several years, and there appears to be strong interest among the trade to build additional benefits into them. One area of focus should be expanding mutual recognition arrangements, or MRAs, of supply chain security programs, which involve CBP's recognition of a foreign customs services validation and audit procedures. For private sector participants, MRAs can help reduce the number of necessary audits and promote standardization that allows companies to streamline their operations. For CBP, MRAs are desirable because they help reduce the number of overseas validations conducted and increase access to information from our partners. The availability of account-based assistance should also be expanded. These services are consistently raised by the trade as a desirable benefit, and if structured appropriately, could create efficiencies for both the trade and CBP. A third and final issue is rapidly bringing fully online data systems that will provide for the electronic filing of trade information and facilitate its dissemination among the federal agencies with responsibilities for imported goods. A first system that merits attention is ITDS, which facilitates access to important trade-related information across the federal government. Interagency working groups on import and food safety under both Presidents Bush and Obama have highlighted the need to strengthen coordination among federal government agencies with overlapping jurisdiction on imported goods, and ITDS can play an important role in that regard. The second system is ACE, obviously, which is not fully operational yet, but I think it's something that the subcommittee should be monitoring carefully and encourage CBP and the other agencies involved to bring it fully online as rapidly as possible. I appreciate the opportunity to appear today and would be happy to answer any questions at the appropriate time.